Now, James Vanderbeek, Michael, he's been in the public ever since Dawson's Creek made him a household name. Now he is in the headlines for a much more personal reason. Just a month ago, James revealed he was diagnosed with colon cancer, and we are so grateful that he is here to talk with us about it. Both George and Michael and I came over in the commercial break and gave you a big hug. It's so wonderful to lay our eyes on you. It's been about a year and a half since your diagnosis. So how are you physically and emotionally right now?
Physically, I'm great. I'm feeling really good. Emotionally, it's a lot. Yeah. It's really a ride. When you're first, no one wants to hear those words. You have cancer. Yeah. What went through your mind when you first heard those words? I was honestly in shock. I was doing what I thought I needed to do, but getting the colonoscopy, which obviously I did need to do. I was in amazing cardiovascular shape. I was eating what I thought was healthy, and I had a whole agenda for what I thought my year would be, and what I thought my priorities would be in the next couple of weeks and months. And it's just the reality that all of that was going to change and take a different trajectory. It felt like a nightmare, honestly, at first, that I couldn't quite wake up from, and yeah, it's a lot. And you said your optimism is helping you a great deal. How so? Yeah, I mean, there are a couple things that I knew. As soon as I got diagnosed, I knew, all right, this is going to add many happy years to my life. I'm going to make changes that I never would have made otherwise, that I'm going to look back on in 30 years and say, thank God this happened. So what can I do right now in order to make that the case? And that's how I was about 90% of the time. I would say about 10% of the time I was a sobbing, terrified mess. Sure. Which I feel like is a pretty good percentage. I feel like it's 90-10? 90-10 is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, it's been an exercise in just being present to all of it, and really just allowing the fear to come up and look at it, and also say, all right, why is this in my prescription? Why are all these emotions coming up, and how can this be great for me? And I'm so grateful that you were able to be private about this for so long. I was really lucky. Yes, yes. Yeah. So why now? Why have you decided to share your story now? Well, I mean, a couple things. I had a tabloid call and say, we have the story and we're running with it. Fortunately, I had started to put some of the wheels in motion about how I would talk about it. I had agreed to do the Real Full Monty, which is a 2-hour special on Fox, where a bunch of celebrities learned and performed the full Monty striptease to raise awareness for early cancer detection. And I just thought that would be a really good thing to do. It'd be a good supportive group of guys. And just having been in the public eye as long as I have, as soon as this happened, I thought, you know what, there's going to be a purpose to this. I think by sharing this, I can do some good. Especially my type of cancer is twice as prevalent now as it was in the 90s. Yeah, with younger. And with younger and healthier people. So the more I could get the word out to get tested, get your colonoscopies, get scanned even before you have symptoms. Yeah. They just dropped the age from, I think, 50 to 45, and then even to 40 if you have a history of it. So whatever I can do to get that word out, and to, as amazing and cathartic as this year has been, it's been really tough. I'm sure if I can help anybody, if I could spare anyone the experience of my last year, I would definitely want to do that. And the outpouring of love since that time. You had your wife, Kim. She was there. You said that she has been your rock. How has she helped you? She's, this is where I'm going to lose it. She's been amazing. She's really taught me what unconditional love is. And I'm someone who has always in the past tried to do everything for everybody, and never asked for help myself. And this has put me in a position of having to ask for help and having to receive help. And the beautiful blessing of that has been seeing how many people in my life have shown up. And you and Kim are blessed with 6 incredible children. Yeah. And I was telling you in the break, I love how you said same ingredients, same recipe, but they're all different. They all come out different, man. And how are they handling everything? It's a lot of little hearts to look after. Yeah. That's a lot of, and they all respond differently. They all hide differently. Some of them are very outward with their fears and they talk about them, and some of them it manifests in other ways, in other behavioral ways, or they get really quiet. You know, if I could get them to stop calling it butt cancer, I'd be psyched. But my 6-year-old almost every other day, Daddy, how's your butt cancer doing? And so yeah, they keep it light. But again, that's also like an opportunity for connection, to really go deep with them, and you know, and we'll ask them, how are you feeling, and be there with them, and that's led to some really beautiful moments as well.
A connection you might not have had before.
Yeah, because it's really scary for them, and they had a very close friend pass from an incredibly rare brain tumor at the same time. So there was a lot of cancer talk flying around, and a lot of it was really scary. So yeah, they're doing great.
Great. What is your message or hope for people that are hearing your story for the first time today? My message would be, first of all, get tested, get scanned. I mean, that was the whole point of the Full Monty, was if we can stand on a stage and strip, you know, to raise awareness for this, you can have a conversation with your doctor. Well put. That's true. That's kind of the idea behind it. And then the other one is, you know, wherever you're at, wherever that diagnosis is, there's always hope. There's really so much we don't know about cancer and how to treat it. And people are discovering things every day, and there's a lot of research you can do. So I would just say, yeah, have hope. You're not alone, and you got this. And you're doing things to help raise money? Yeah. Yeah, the Varsity Blues? Yeah, I started selling some Varsity Blues jerseys on my Instagram, just because cancer's expensive. Yeah. It's really, even with insurance. And so I'll be paying some of my own medical bills, and helping a friend who's got an organization that helps families deal with just the financial burden of this. Because not only, a lot of times people can't work. I'm lucky I'm back at work, so that's all going well. But yeah, it can be really just financially devastating for people. Yeah. So I think that's an area that I want to get into. So you can go to my Instagram page and go to the link in my bio there if you want to buy a signed jersey. I know Strahan wants. I know, of course he wants, but you know, but he'll think of a far with a 4, you know. Yeah. You know, so I don't know if he'll go through with it, but maybe he will. Maybe. Hey James, thank you so much. Robin, and thank you so much for having me. Your message. You're making a difference, making an impact. Well, thank you. And thank you for sharing what you have as well. All right, and we got to tell people, you can see James in the real Full Monty. It's airing on December 9th. You can check your local listings or stream it the next day on Hulu. Bless you.